بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته, and welcome to another session on reading without tashkil. I hope you guys can hear me. You can see my screen because they changed a few things here, so I'm also trying to figure things out. Inshallah, you can be able to. Okay, great. You can see my screen. Alhamdulillah. Fantastic. Okay, so the last story we did after a 1 month break, subhanallah, it's been already a month, we did the story of Dawood alayhi salam. And of course, it means that from Dawood alayhi salam, we go to his son, Suleiman alayhi salam, because that's the order of the prophets. And today we're going to look at the story of Suleiman. We might not finish the entire story because it's a really long one, a couple of pages, but we just read until a certain point, and then we can just stop wherever. Yeah, so we'll do that. Okay. Whoever wants to participate, you can raise your hand. Oh, I see already Sayyidah Fahima has raised her hands. Okay, Sultana as well. So let's see. Let me divide it then. How many pages is this? I don't even know how many pages this is. Let's see. Okay, so 6 pages. So we can do 3 pages today. So 1.5, 1.5. Where can we stop? Or we'll do 2 pages for now, and then we'll see if we can be able to do 1 more page. So Fahima, you can do the first page, and then Sultana, you can do the second page.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كان سليمان بن داود عليهما السلام. The Sulaiman alayhi salam was the son of Dawood alayhi salam. Nabiyan. Okay.
Oh, sorry. How did you say? Could you repeat that? Sorry, what did you say?
كان سليمان بن داود. داود عليهما السلام عليهما السلام نبيا ملكا.
Okay.
So Dawood alayhi salam was the son Sulaiman, the son of Dawood alayhi salam, peace be upon both of them, was a king, was a prophet and a king, prophet king.
Yes. Okay, good.
فقد أتاه الله ملكا لا ينبغي لأحد من بعده. And Allah gave him, Allah had given him a kingdom which he has not given to anyone after him. ومن مظاهر ملكه مظاهر
مظاهر. It's a plural. مظهر مظاهر.
But by the way, I don't know the meaning of مظهر.
Madhar is like something that is apparent or something that is seen, or did I check this one? Manifestations, you could say features. Features is a good thing.
Okay. Yeah. Features. Okay. So it's ومن مظاهر ملكه أن أعطاه الله القدرة على فهم منطق الطير والحيوان. I'll just do from here. And from the features of his kingdom, that Allah has given him the capability or potential in understanding the language of the birds and the animals. وتسخير الريح لتجري بأمره إلى المكان الذي يريده. Let me see. وتسخير الياتي. And تسخير, I read it on the I just checked on the editor. It says exploitation. I don't know.
So it's a تسخير. سخر يسخر, to subjugate, to make something under your control, to, you can't say exploitation, but utilization, I think, or subjugation. Those are better words.
This is masdar, right, sister?
Yes. سخر يسخر تسخير.
تسخير. Okay. So,
So,
uh,
and then you read it as تسخيرا. I don't know why you made it mansub. Why did you make it mansub?
let me check. على فهم المنطق الطير والهواني. And تسخيري because على on على.
Yes, because على. Yeah.
So, وتسخيري. You said, Sister Love, تسخيري is using subjugating.
Yeah, subjugating. You can also say utilization, but subjugating makes more sense here because it was under his control.
Okay, under his control. Yeah, correct. وتسخير الريح لتجري بأمره إلى المكان الذي يريده. So,
Yuri?
يريده.
Mm-hmm.
So, subjugating the wind to perform his command to a place wherever he wish.
To jara yajri.
To flow or to flow.
Ah.
To
Ah.
flow, to flow, to flow.
Yes.
To flow.
Yeah. So the
By his
wind,
command
you
to a
can say
place.
blows because the wind blows.
Blow. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
correct. Blow. That would be correct. To blow by his command to a place wherever he wish. كما سخر الله له جنة. As Allah subjugated for him the jinnah. Is it jinnah, Sister Love? Jinnah, right?
Yes. Yes. سخر ماذا? What did he subjugate? It's a مفعول به. سخر الجنة.
jinnah. وكان جل اهتمام نبي الله سليمان. This one was really confusing me. I'll just make it out. Just correct me if I'm wrong. I just when I checked the error tools, there it says mostly concerned. So that the Prophet of Allah, the Prophet of Allah Suleiman was mostly concerned.
Okay. So you're reading Julla with a fatha on it because why are you reading with a fatha on it? Why do you
I
say
thought this
kana
is not.
Julla?
I thought Nabiyullah Sulaimana. This is the ism of Kana. And
Okay.
Mubtada Julla ihtimaman as a khabar of Kana, I thought.
So you assume that the khabar of kana came before the ism of kan.
It can't be. I'm sorry.
It can be, but I mean the logical thing would be the khabar, the ism of kana to come next to kana, right? وَكَانَ جُلُّ اهتمامي. It's not it's light, no al on it. اهتمامي نبي الله. We're still on the ism kana. We haven't reached the khabar of kana yet. Suleiman.
This
Okay,
is
so
a khabar.
which one is the khabar?
Sulaimana is a khabar?
No.
I'm not getting it. What is the
Suleiman
meaning of
Nabi.
let's see this is again the mudaf ilayhi actually.
Yes. So Suleiman is actually a badal of Nabi
Yeah.
Illahi. Nabi Illahi Suleiman. Badal. So this is badal al-kull. You can actually replace Nabi Illahi with Suleiman. You can say وَكَانَ جُلُّ اهْتِمَامِ سُلَيْمَانَ. Why am I putting a fatha on it? Tell me.
Because they're partly flexible, no?
Exactly. It's a foreign name. It's not an Arab name. It's a Ajami.
It's
So that's why Suleimana. But it's fi mahalli jar. Yeah. Then you have munsabban.
a
Why is it
position.
nasab?
Because I was thinking this is as a now this I figure out with this is a khabar of Khan.
Exactly. So this is the khabar of kana. And it means aimed at. You know, like asab, this is in sabba and sabbu. So munsabban. From the same word we get to like aimed at. Yeah, that's what it means. Munsabban, aimed at.
Okay, aimed at. Okay. So I'll just say وَكَانَ جُلُّ اهتمام نبي الله سليمان منصبا. So now what does it mean, Sister Ram? I'm not able to translate. Jullu means mostly?
Most. Not mostly, most of. So we're going to translate it as a مضاف مضاف إليه. جل اهتمام نبي الله سليمان. Let's translate that first part. This is a long إضافة with a badal at the end. How do we
Okay.
translate that?
Most of the concern
Mhm.
of the Prophet of Allah, that is
Mhm.
Suleiman,
Mhm.
aimed
Kana
at aimed at the
was. You're forgetting kana.
was aiming
Was aimed at. Was focused at.
was focused at the focus at the was calling to the deen of Allah, inviting to the deen of Allah.
Did you
So can I
understand now the
repeat this?
meaning?
Yeah, can I
Yes.
repeat this? Most of
Yes.
the most of concern of the Prophet of Allah, Sulaiman, was aiming at inviting to the deen of Allah or religion of Allah.
Yeah. So most of his concern, most of what this sentence is saying is that most of Suleiman's concern was aimed at or was focused in the da'wah, in the calling or invitation to the religion of Allah. Now, do you understand what it's saying?
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that clear?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Okay.
وفي يوم من أيام
من
اتخذ
الأيام.
sorry أيام وفي يوم من أيام اتخذ وجود الهدهد is it partly flexible or fully flexible? How hudhud?
Either way, it has al on it, so we don't really ask.
Oh,
Yeah, it has al on it. But
so
it is,
what does
I
it?
think it's an Arabic word. I don't know. Because it
Okay.
has, yeah, I think it is an Arabic word. But even if it's not, it has al on it. So it becomes fully flexible. It takes a kasra. If it has al on it or if it's a mudaf, it takes a kasra.
Takes a kasra. One day, Sulaiman alayhi salam, that he missed, he couldn't find the presence of, or he missed the presence of Hudhud fi majlisihi, in his council.
Mhm.
فتوعده بسبب غيابه دون إذنه. He
Mhm.
threatened him for his absence without his permission.
Yes.
ثم جاء الهدهد إلى
هد
مجلس
جاء.
هدهد جاء هدهد sorry هدهد.
Mhm.
ثم جاء الهدهد إلى مجلس سليمان. Then the bird hoopoe, right? What is it in
Yes.
English?
Hoopoe bird. Yeah. I think that's
Hoopoe
the
bird,
name.
right?
Hoopoe or
The
hoopoe, I don't
hudhud
know.
came. Yeah. The hudhud came to the council of Suleiman. وأخبره أنه كان ذاهبا في محمد.
Mhm.
And he informed him that he went for a task, Sister La?
A mission. We can translate this as a mission.
Task.
A task is also the same, like it's the same thing. But here it makes sense that he went on a mission.
Mission, okay.
Yeah.
فوصل إلى بلد رأى فيها العجب.
Mhm.
عجوبة عجب, right?
Ajab. Yeah, ajab. Ajab.
Okay, so when he arrived to a land, then he arrived to a land where he saw something something amazing in it.
Mhm. Like you saw wonder or something amazing, it's fine. What is the connection between this sentence to the previous sentence?
In the sense, oh, I didn't get him, sorry.
Okay, so you translated فَوَصَلَ إِلَى بَلَدٍ, and he reached a town where he saw in it something amazing, which is
This is
the correct translation. But I'm
Ism
asking,
Mosul, right? It's a, what do you call it? It's a Baladin is a Nakira. So so there we can add Ism Mosul with a Nakira then. So
so what is this?
where
رَأَى فِيهَا
Ra'a,
الْعَجَبِ. What is this sentence then?
it says Ism Mosul, Silatul Mosul.
Where's the ism also?
No, it shouldn't be there because it's Nakira, right? Baladin.
Yes, baladin is nakira followed by a sentence, which means this sentence is what?
صفة to this
Yes.
صفة yeah.
نكرة بعدها الجملة is a صفة. So this sentence is a صفة بلد.
صفة بلد.
Mhm.
فقد رأى قوما تحكمه امرأة اسمها بلقيس. It's بلقيس.
Mhm.
بلقيس.
Mhm. Mhm.
So then he had seen a nation governing them, a woman. A woman is governing them. Her name is
Mhm.
Bilqis.
Good. Now, if you were to connect this part to this part, how would you read it? Without stopping here, without putting a full stop here or pausing, if you were just to read continuously, how would you read it? You know?
From where is the student? فقد رأى قوما تحكمهم امرأة.
Yes, yes. تحكمهم and امرأة. How would you read that continuously?
A woman governing them. Then the Hupu birds saw a woman governing them, their nation.
Yeah, but in Arabic, just read the sentence, this sentence, without stopping at تحكمهم.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
فقد رأى قوما تحكمهم امرأة اسمها بلقيس.
Okay. So let's fix that. So you said فقد
Okay.
رأى قوما تحكمهم امرأة. So you paused at تحكمهم and then you said امرأة. Now this type of hamza, this hamza, you only pronounce it at the beginning of a sentence. But if you're joining, you don't pronounce it. You don't say it, you don't mention it. So how would you join تحكمهم and امرأة? You would put a dhamma. So you'd say تحكم ممرأة. ممرأة. So that you don't read this. Yeah. So sometimes we put a dhamma. Most of the time we put a kasra. Yeah. Most of the time we put a kasra. But this is what the reason why I wanted to highlight this is because this is one of the rare occasions where we put a dhamma. Not always we put a kasra. Sometimes we put a dhamma. So if it was something else, if it wasn't a pronoun like whom at the end, we'll probably say tah. How would we read it? If it was a fatha at the end and not a dhamma, we would put maybe a kasra, right? But in this case, because
mostly we see kasra, yeah.
Mostly it's kasra, but there's also a situation where we put a dhamma, and this is the situation where we put a dhamma. So تحكمهم امرأة.
Sometimes waw is been added, na sister. That is in which case?
That is if you want to join a pronoun. تحكموه.
Okay. Ji. Ji. That is for the zamairs, right?
Yes. For the dhamma.
Okay.
Okay, this I was not. I hadn't had any information regarding this. Jazakallah for that. So it's تحكمهم امرأة اسمها بلقيس. ويعبدون الشمس من دون الله, and they worship يعبدون الشمس. And they worship the sun besides Allah. فغضب سليمان حين سمع خبر هدهد, and Suleiman got angry when he heard the news of Pupu bird.
Yeah. خبر الهدهد.
خبر الهدهد. The news of هدهد. فأرسل إليهم رسالة تدعوهم إلى الإسلام والإذعان لأمر الله. Then he sent to them a message inviting them to the Islam and submitting to the command of Allah.
Beautiful. Okay, I think we can stop there and we can have Sultana do maybe 1 or 2 pages. Go on.
Tashawarat Bilqisu or Bilqisu ma akabiri qawmuha qawmiha thumma قررت إرسال
Mm-hmm.
Wafdin. No,
Yeah,
not able to
wafdin.
see.
Can you see now?
Wafdin Mahu
Mm-hmm.
Mahu al-Hidayah.
Hadaya. It's a plural?
Hadaya ila Sulaiman. Sulaimana.
Okay, let's pause there.
Ji.
Just one thing.
Tashawarat. And that is consulting, no, sister.
Yes.
Bilqis consulted with the elders of her home is nation. Summa then قررت إرسال. Then قررت, that is she decided to send the message إرسال وفد. This I don't.
Wafd is like what is it called? Like not a caravan, but people like what is it called? I'm
Fidya.
forgetting
Does the fidya comes from?
no, delegation.
Delegation.
It's a
Delegation.
yeah, like people when they go to visit, like even in the Prophet, you know, the wafd of the Christians, they came from Yemen, so it was called the wafd, the delegation. Delegation ma'ahul hadaya. What is
Along
this?
with the gift towards Sulaiman.
But what is this? What is this part? Ma'ahul hadaya.
This is sifa for wafdi.
Exactly. Sifa for wafd. So a delegation that had presence, or a delegation with presence. So the delegation had presence.
At present.
Yeah.
Ila
to
Sulaiman, towards Sulaiman.
Okay. One more thing. Let's go back here. Akabira.
Akabir. This is ism tafzil. Akabir.
Yes, it is
جمع
اسم
منتهى
تفضيل.
الجموع.
Yes, جمع منتهى الجموع.
منتهى
It's
الجموع.
منتهى الجموع. Is it supposed to be ممنوع من الصرف?
أكابر. I think so. No, it takes all the three nurses. I feel it takes.
منتهى الجموع.
No, yeah. This is only two signs.
Yes, only two
It
signs. So
doesn't
why
take,
did we put a kasra
kasra.
on it?
Ji, ma akabira. Sorry.
But why did we put a kasra on it? Think.
No, it should be akabira.
It should be a kabira. Okay, so what are the two situations in which it takes a kasra?
If it carries al, or if it becomes a muzaf, it can take a kasra. So it is taking a kasra because it is a muzaf for qawmi.
Exactly. Perfect. So that's why. That's what's happening there, in case somebody was wondering. Good revision. Yes.
وفدٍ معه الهدايا. This معه الهدايا is a sifa of wafdin because it's a wafdin is a noun, and after that we are getting the jar majrur. That's why.
After it, we have a sentence. معه الهدايا. معه الهدايا is مبتدا and متعلق. So الهدايا would be the مبتدا, and this jar majrur is متعلق to الهدايا, that is مقدم.
So it's a sentence because it's mubtada and mutalik bil khabar. So there is a sentence after nakira. That is why it's a sifa of that one.
Exactly. Yeah. This is a jumla ismiya. Before, when you were reading, we had a jumla fi'aliya. So any jumla that comes after a nakira is going to be a sifa to that nakira. Any jumla that comes after a ma'rifa, it's going to be a hal to that ma'rifa. Very important thing to know.
If had been wafdan with al, it would have been hal for it, right?
Yes. If this is al-wafd, this would be hal. Exactly.
Jazakallah khair.
Yeah, okay.
فغضب سليمان من الهدايا. So Sulaiman alayhi was angry for the gift, towards the gift.
Yeah, he was angry at the gift.
Angry
Why?
at the gift. لأن الغاية غاية 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 لأن الغاية الدا الدعوة إلى توحيد الله.
Exactly. Beautiful. Okay. So why did you make this why did you put a dhamma here? الدعوة.
It is this ism خبر of لأن أن
Exactly. So
إن
this is
أن أن
beautiful. So this is أن and its اسم لأن and its اسم مبتدأ, and then of course الدعوة is the خبر. Don't confuse الغاية and الدعوة as موصوف صفة. It is not موصوف صفة in this case. This is one of those cases where you have the خبر has al on it. Okay. So what does this mean? لأن الغاية
لأن غاية الدعوة إلى توحيد الله. غاية is because غاية is the goal towards
goal, objective.
the goal towards the calling of
the goal
oneness of
towards.
Allah.
So we said this is مبتدأ لأن
جي.
الغاية because the goal.
goal.
What do we do between مبتدأ and خبر?
What do we do?
Yes, we put invisible is. So when we are translating, we say مبتدأ, then we say is, and then خبر. So we would say لأن الغاية because the goal is the calling to the tawheed of Allah.
Okay. The goal is to call, is the calling towards the oneness of Allah.
Beautiful.
وليس وليس استقبال الهدايا.
So what is استقبال?
لا استقبال. This is masdar, na sister? استقبال اسمه ليس.
Is it اسم ليس? So if it is اسم ليس, you have to find a خبر of ليس.
الهدايا.
Do you see a خبر of ليس?
Yeah. No, then this should be ism of ليس استقبال.
So if you say ليس استقبال الهدايا something something, the acceptance of gifts something something, but he's saying the goal is not the goal is the calling to Allah and not this.
And not to receive the gift, right? Receive the gift. استقبال.
Why am I saying استقبال?
استقبال. ليس. So I think so هو will be the ism of ليس and استقبال هداية will be خبر.
Exactly. So it's like saying وليس هو استقبال الهدايا.
جي. Because we cannot convert this hadaya anyway into rafa.
No. This is manqus. It's a manqus. Like it's what is it called? It's mabni.
But once it shows the nasab form, na sister? Hidaya. So this will be the nasab form. Hadaya.
No. There's no way to write this. This is the only way you write this. It's mabni. This is alif mamduda. You know, you have alif maqsura, for example, hudan. If I write hudan, I write with an alif maqsura, right?
Ji.
Hudan, like that. I don't write it with an alif mamduda. I don't write it like that. But when I'm writing hadaya, the plural of hidayah, so hidayah is a gift, the plural is hadaya, this one. When I'm writing this one, I will always write it with alif mamduda. So I'll say ya. Whether I put ila, whether I put anna, whether I put al on it and make it a mubtada, is going to be al, just like this. It's not going to change. I'm always
هذا.
going to write it like this because this alif is called aliful layin. The basically alif maqsura, the way we write alif maqsura. So there are two ways of writing this aliful layin. Either you write it as maqsura or you write it as mamduda. This is an exception. You write it like this when before it is ya. When you have ya before it, like the way you write dunya. This is a good example. We write dunya like this. But we don't say this is nasab status. It's dunya, 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 right?
مبني
It's
جي
because
جي
before it there's ya. So when you have ya before it, it becomes, you get an alif mamduda. But if before it is any other letter, like you have hudan here, you have dal. I can't think of another word. But yeah, if you check most of the words, if you look at the words that end with alif maqsura, you'd find that the letter before it is not a ya. If the letter before it is a ya, then you write it with alif mamduda. So that's why. So this is actually في محل جر بالإضافة, because of إضافة. This is استقبال الهداية. So this is actually في محل جر because it's the مضاف إليه of استقبال. But because we write it like this, it can never change.
Sister Ilham, استقبال is a masdar, right? استقبالا.
Yes.
Did
استقبال
you read the
يستقبل.
masdar?
It should be استقبال, sister. مصدر.
Yes, it's a masdar.
So the ism which comes after a masdar would be jar, right? Majroor.
Yeah, because this is a مضاف إليه. This is the مضاف and this is a مضاف إليه. But because
and one
this,
more thing. Yeah, please.
Yeah, so I was saying that because this does not change form, it's mabni.
Yeah,
It's like hudan, so it doesn't show that it is majroor.
Yeah, that is correct. So, but Laisa is having huwa as a hidden this one file, right? Hidden
Ism of Laisa.
Ism, hidden ism.
So استقبال nasab shows the khabar of Laisa.
Yes.
So simply we'll take it as not and not accepting, because
Yes.
the ism is instead of the person, the Suleiman alayhi salam, right, Sister Ilham?
No, the goal, the huwa goes back to the goal. So the goal, what he's saying is the goal is this and not this. So in other words,
So will it be here, sister, then? If it is going towards goal?
So sometimes you can just do laysat or laysa. It's fine if it's not very clear, like if it's far away like this. So you can use the huwa version because it's not mentioned. But if we mention laysat al-ghaya, then we have to say laysat al-ghaya. We have to say the feminine version, laysat. Yeah. That's a good question, yeah. Because it can be confusing who the huwa is. Yeah. So this is the goal and not this.
سليمان من هدايا ليس استقبال هدايا.
Exactly.
So فطلب من الوفد
رجوع طلب
وفد الرجوع.
So I see what you're doing. You're doing this as also sifa, right? Except this is also one of those cases where this is actually the maf'ul bihi. He requested the delegation, or he requested from the delegation. What did he request? Ar-ruju'a. So it's a maf'ul bihi. Did you understand that? Talaba Suleiman. The inside pronoun here, talaba the huwa, goes back to Suleiman. So fa talaba, he requested, Suleiman requested, or demanded in this case, because he was in a position of king and he was insulted by their gifts. So talaba here will translate as actually demanding and not requested. So he demanded from the delegation. What did he demand? Ar-ruju'a.
To return.
To return, exactly.
إيصال
رجوع
وإيصال إيصال رسالة إلى بلقيس Balqisa, it will be Bilqisa.
Yeah, بالقيسة.
مت- متوضة متو This is متوي
متوعدا.
okay متوائدا
مهم.
توي
توعد يتوعد.
متويدا اسم الفاعل
مهم.
إياها
مهم.
بجنود عزيمة
مهم.
تخرجها
مهم.
أخرج يخرج تخرجها وقومها تخرجها it is عطف
What is it عطف؟
بجنود وقومها إياها بجنود so this should be عطف
تخرجها. Remove or kicking her out. وقوم and his people and her people. So that this junud.
قومها
قومها. Who and who? So this قوم.
this is Bilqis
This is Bilqis and her
and
people.
قوم
So what is the status of her here?
مفعول.
It's a مفعول به. مفعول به is always what?
It's معطوف على
نسب.
ها.
نسب. So it's going to
نسب.
be
قومها قومها.
Yes. Okay. So let's figure that. We can go up to this point. We can finish up to the point.
قومها من
Mhm.
بلادتهم.
بلدة.
بلدة.
Yes. So this is not balad. Balad is different. Balad means country or land. Balda is smaller. It's like a town. Balda. Like, yeah, they're town or something like that.
So
So
this is
بلدتهم.
بلدتهم. صاغرين.
Okay, good. So now let's figure that out. فطلب, we figured that out. So وإصالة.
إيصال. إيصال رسالة إلى إيصال. That is to send a message or deliver, sister.
Yes.
To deliver a message.
Convey a message, transmit, send, deliver. All that means إصال. Okay. So
deliver a message towards Bilqis. متوّدا is promising. إياها.
I think متوعدا came before. Did it?
متوعدا. وعد يوعد. This is promising.
Yes, it came earlier. Threatening.
Yeah, it came with hudhud. توعد يتوعد. Let me go back. Sorry. Yeah. So it came before with hudhud. There's hudhud.
توعد.
Here.
He was threatening her for his absence.
So توعد means to threaten. توعد, threaten. So he threatened hudhud.
Wada is not promised, sister.
No, وعد is promised. وعد, promise. وعد. 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 Now this one is توعد. Yeah, family? Which family is this? توعد. So this is family 1 and this is family 5. توعد. تعلم family. Means to threaten.
That is threatening her and her Bijunude's soldiers, right, sister? Or
an
the
army.
Army.
Yes.
Azimatan. That is the great army. This is Sifa of Junudi, right, sister?
Yes.
The great army. Tukhrijuha, to remove her.
So this is
And
also, what is this also? Like this is Junudin is Nakira. This is the Sifa. What is this? It's a sentence.
Azimatan. So this should be Azimatan. Sifa to
Bijunu.
Junudi.
Yes. Yes.
One more Sifa to
Yes. So
Bijunudi.
this is Sifa 1. Azimatin is Sifa 1. Tukhrijuha, this sentence is also Sifa 2. Okay. Go on.
Juha, okay. And her nation, Tukhrijuha, Wuqawmaha, and her nation, min baladatihim, that is from the town. Saghirin, Saghara, Yusagiru, Saghirin is, this is a play. What is the phrase? I don't. Saghara. Saghirin.
Saghirin, belittled or small, like you can
Saghira
even
comes
say
from this.
embarrassed. Yes, Saghira, small, belittled. What else can we say about this word? Like little. Yeah, like they would feel very little. They will be removed or expelled or
From
kicked
this
out
small
of their
town.
land. No, not their small town. This, okay, so this refers to who? It's Saghirin. It means it's Jama' Mudhakkar Salim, right?
So
So
this should
who
go
is it
to
referring
him.
to?
Whom?
It's going to whom?
Whom?
Going to whom? So this is the hal of whom. How would they come out? How would they be removed, expelled from their land, from their town? Saghirin, small, like they would embarrassed. You can even say belittled or, yeah.
Sister
So
Hon, can you please Isala? Yeah, Isala is it's a masdar, right? And can you just tell me the family? It's Wasala Yasilu Isalan. Is it like that?
Family 4. Give me the sarf.
Akhama yuqimu
Wasala
iqamatan.
yusilu isalan.
Yes.
From
So
wasala, it is awsala.
Yes,
Yes. May I know the root? It's Wasala Yasilu. No, Awsala Yusilu.
Family
Yes.
4.
Am I correct?
Yes, you're right. Awsala yusilu isalan.
Awsala, okay. Awsala Yusilu. Okay, Jazak.
Yeah.
This is to send, na sister? Mutadi, it becomes mutadi.
Yes. Yes, it is mutaaddi. Yeah.
So in hala saghirin. فقررت بلقيس بلقيس الذهاب.
Beautiful.
الذهاب مفرديها.
Yes.
مفرديها إلى سليمان. سليمان فأراد سليمان قبل مجيء.
ظرف is always going to be nasab.
قبل مجيئها أن يأتي بأرشها بأرشها.
Okay, so let's translate that. فقررت.
So Bilqis decided الذهاب to go بمفردها alone towards Sulaiman.
Or you can say by herself.
By herself.
Yeah, by herself.
So Farada Sulaiman. So irada kya? That is Sulaiman. Irada karna is wanted. Achha.
Yeah.
Arada wanted Sulaiman. Sulaiman wanted. Qabla is before. Wanted before she came قبل مجيئها she came to bring her this sister, what to say, Arsh's throne.
Yes, throne.
So Sulaiman wanted before her coming to bring her throne.
Yes.
To bring her
So,
throne.
yeah, so I'm just translating here maji'iha because maji' is a masdar. So Sulaiman wanted before her coming, or before her coming, like because
Her
it's a masdar,
arrival.
maji'. Her arrival, yes, that's a good, yeah, her arrival. I like that better. So Sulaiman wanted before her arrival to bring her throne. And يأتي بعرشها. Okay.
ليبين ليبين لها قدرة الله التي منها, what will this be? منحها منحها إياه. منحها وأتى به رجل مؤمن.
Okay, we can finish up to mu'min. وأتى به رجل مؤمن. Okay, so that will be the last point, and then inshallah, next week we can finish off the last 3 ayats. Okay, so let's translate this part.
ليبين, that is bayana yubayinu. This is waze karna. That is to show her, sister. To show her.
Yes, you can say to show her, to clarify for her.
To clarify her the power of Allah. Allati, that manaha is which she.
Who is the doer? Manaha.
Manaha. Manaha. Manaha, I think so it should.
Who is doing the action? Is it manaha? Is it huwa or here? What do you think?
Manaha should be huwa.
So it's huwa. So we have to ask ourselves, who is the huwa going back to?
Yeah, it should be towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Exactly. So this huwa is going back to Allah. And then the ha. What is the ha going back to?
That is qudrat.
Yes. Qudra.
Power.
Or you can even say going back to allati, and then allati going back to qudra. Yeah, like that. I think that would be better. So this goes back to allati, and allati, of course, refers back to qudra.
Manaha iyahu. Manaha means that he has given him, sister, for him alone.
Yeah, given, bestowed, granted.
Iyahu, only for him.
So who is this him going back to?
Iyahu, that is for Sulaiman alayhi salam.
Exactly. So you see there's a lot of pronouns and it's referring to different people and things. So you need to be aware what is being discussed, because when they just use pronouns like this, you can be very confused. What is huwa going back to? What is this ha? What is this who? What is going on? So many pronouns. So it's basically saying that Sulaiman wanted, before she arrives, that her throne is brought, أن يأتي بعرشها, to bring her throne. Why? ليبين لها قدرة الله, so that he can clarify to her the power of Allah. The power of Allah, which, because again, remember, this is proper. قدرة الله is ma'rifah. And then after it, we have to use ism mawsul. We have to say allati, because this is proper. So we would say the power of Allah, which He, Allah, bestowed or granted it to him. Bestowed it to him. The power of Allah, which it's just a lot of pronouns going in. But the point is that he wanted to show Bilqis the power of Allah that Allah gave him. Right? And it says, وَأَتَى بِهِ رَجُلٌ مُؤْمِنٌ. What does that mean? That should be simple enough.
Rajulun mu'minun, Mawsuf Sifa. That is a believing man brought it.
Exactly. It's the fa'il, the outside doer of ata.
Fa'il.
Yeah. So a believing man brought it.
Brought it.
Sister Lam, liyubayyina, I translate it as like so that it becomes evident to her the power of Allah. I took it as it, not huwa, huwa as it and not he, so that he can clarify, you said, right? So
Yeah.
that it become I don't know why did I translate like so that it becomes clear to her.
Becomes clear would be lazim. But this is bayyana yubayyinu, to clarify. It's mutaaddi. So you're clarifying something. So he wants to clarify to her. But if you say it became clearer, so that would
it becomes clear to her. Because lam is there, sister, laha.
To her.
So it's bayyana yubayyinu is it's mutaaddi.
Yes, this is mutaaddi. To clarify something. So bayyanahu, he clarified it to her, laha. Bayyanahu laha. He clarified it to her. Yeah,
So
and that's
this
why
can
you
be
get mubin, the sifa to the Quran, mubin, clarifying book. I know they say clear Quran, but if you ask Ustad, that's probably not the best translation because he likes to say clarifier or clarifying book. And I think he also did the same thing in Surah. If you check out Surah Yusuf translation, the one he did with Sheikh Suhaib, which by the way, they're discussing Surah Yusuf this week in Quran Reflect. If you guys are not familiar with Quran Reflect, you should check out Quran Reflect and do some reflections on the Quran. But anyway, I'm digressing. The point being, like bayyana, it's mutaaddi, means to clarify something.
So I was translating it as lazim, right? It becomes evident.
Yes, you're translating it as lazim.
Sister Lam is not married to Bayyana, right? It's just to her, so that he makes it clear to her.
Yeah.
Actually, it is answering this arada also, no, sister?
Yeah, why?
Why? So, because yubayyana, so that he can.
Exactly.
He wanted
so this lam
this
is lam
thing to come,
al-ta'lil.
so ta'lil, na, sister.
Yeah. It's just giving the reason why. So lam al-ta'lil. Any other questions or clarifications or additions?
Jazakallah, that's
good. All right. I hope it's becoming clearer and clearer.
After one strong break.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. I'm gonna just stop the recording here, and if you guys you want to say anything else, then I can stay for a few more minutes, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.